Hello, teacher.
Hi, nice to see you again. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, and can you please tell me what did you do today?
So I went to school and I studied English, math, PE, Monty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and can you describe your day when you start your day? Can you try to
I woke
describe
up
it?
at I woke up at 6:36 a.m. and I get go to school at I start go to school at 6:30. Yeah, and then I have like some half hour to play.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to class and start the first lesson. Yeah, and then at 2 p.m. I have to go back home.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, and what will you do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I still go to school and after that I will go to buy a racket
Rocket? Why rocket?
or play badminton
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Why are you going to you want to buy these things? Why?
because I like to play badminton and my mom is buying for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, so we will just one moment, please. Okay, and I want to ask you, what will you do for example, in the next days on the weekend? Do you have anything that you want to do for the next days on the weekend? What will you do on the weekend?
On weekend I think I will go play badminton at the park near my house on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I like to play, so I go play with my sister.
Mhm. Okay. Now we will start. We will start. We have here reading. Okay, just one moment. I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will continue where we stop here. Read the strategy, then read the text below. Okay, now we have here extract from Gulliver Travels. Okay, before we continue, I want to ask you about some stories. Do you like to listen? Do you like to listen some stories?
Mm,
And what?
Story.
Yeah, and what stories? What stories, for example, do you like to listen, or do you like what
I listen
stories?
some story about fighting on my phone on
Mm-hmm.
internet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like
And what do you think about these stories? What is your opinion about these stories?
like it's about fighting in school. It's not school violence, but like it's just fight in school.
Okay, but what is something that is interesting about these stories? Is there
Yeah,
any?
because like it's fighting and the characters beautiful. Yeah, and like because there's some story they drawing very like very bad. So if you have some story with some painting, some good painting, other people will read it.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's see. We have here extract from okay, Gulliver Travels. Okay. Now can you please read this text?
When I left college, I continued my studies and became a doctor. I was born in Nottinghamshire. I was the third of five sons. My father was not a rich man, but he was able to send me to Cambridge University, where I studied for 3 years. But I always wanted to travel, and so I made several voyages as a ship's doctor. When I married my wife, Mary, however, I planned to stay at home for a while. I decided to go to the sea again. And this time I joined a sailing to the islands in the South Pacific Ocean. But after a few years, I discovered I was not earning enough money from my patients. We start our journey from Bristol on May 4th, 1699.
Mhm. 1699. 1699. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now let's see. And I want to ask you something about traveling. Let's say about traveling. Can you tell me something more about your traveling? Can you please tell me something about your traveling to from Vietnam to Malta? Okay, I want you to use this and to try to tell me something more about yourself. Can you try to do that for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay, try to describe it. You don't need to write in the chat box. Try to describe it. Tell me everything what had uh, what happened.
About Montassi.
Yes. Then did you go? Who? How you decided to move to Malta and everything? I want you to give me details as much as you can.
Like first, like we decide to go by airplane on summer.
No, why you and your family decided to move to Malta? Why? What is the
Like
reason?
my parents want me and my sister to have a good job and earn a lot of money in the future. Like just have a good work in the future. Have a good future, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And firstly, like they want me to. My parents want me to like first if I want to have a good future, I need to know a lot of things. I need to know English, know a lot of things. Yeah, and like the environment of working in Europe is more better than Vietnam. So my parents want me to come here to first to the English because Malta is like a good country to learn English. They told me so. And on internet they also said like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just for a good future.
Mm-hmm.
Good work, good shop. Yeah. And I will learn English here till maybe when I like 18 or I like come to university. Yeah, and then I working and I have some money and then I move to other country to work. Because Montana's like find a job is very difficult. It's not easy, and the salary is not high. Like just a few one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much. So like we end here in Montana. It's near some good country like Germany, Italy, Spain, France, like that. So I'm just like find money and buy tickets to go to that country and working there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
first it's like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, this is something that can be. I can see this is something that can be really, let's say, useful for yourself. Okay. And now, can you please tell me about your future plans? Okay, so, what are your future plans about related not just to Malta, related to something else? Okay. Can you please tell me about your future plans?
Um, first I will try to. Nah, I like first the exam is coming,
Mm-hmm.
so I will try to like do the exams like good as I can good as possible. Yeah, as good as possible. And then I will next year I will move to other school and I will stay there for 3 years. Yeah. And after 3 years I can have two choice. First I only know I have two choice. Like I can go to this school or this school. It depends on me and depends on like how I'm doing like the exams in the next school.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. After I move to their school, I will learn there till like grade 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know. I learned it. I will go to the university here or other country or my country. That one I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, so what is something that is good and what is something that is bad on Malta in your opinion? Okay, so what are some good things about Malta and what are some bad things about Malta?
good things. It's like here they speak English very good. They teach English also very good. Like and the environment of study here is better than in my country. And bad things like my like the shop here is difficult to find because in my school there is two students move to England to find a job, find a better job and good salary.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have the shop here, the salary is not high, so it's a bit like difficult for anyone. For someone move there to live. Yeah, move here to live.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so salary. Okay, and yes, and can you please tell me for you, good and bad things about Malta? What is something that is good and what is something bad about Malta? So what do you think?
Like I just said, the it's very good if we move here to learn and then we move to other country to work to start working because if we learn here we will have more knowledge. Yeah, and the like the English is more better. And I think like it will level up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have here this text below. Okay, read from here to here.
We sail across the Atlantic around the coast of Africa and into the Indian Ocean. But before we could reach the Pacific, a violent storm hit us and drove us to the northwest of Tasmania. Some of sailors and I managed to get a boat into the water and we rowed away to look for land. But when we were too tired to row anymore, a great wave hit our small boat. We all fell into the sea. The wind and waves pushed me along as I struggled to keep my head above water. Luckily, just then my feet touched the ground. I walked out of the sea and onto a beach where there was no sign of any people or houses. I was so exhausted that I lay down and I went to sleep. I went to sleep.
Mhm. Okay, so which part here is the most interesting for you? What is something that can be really interesting for you here in this text?
Like, of course, if we go to this ocean to do something, we will have something bad something lucky and something unlucky. Yeah. In this case, it's also like it's have a accident, like some storm hit us and big wave. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and we can like if if it is a small boat, we can fall down to the sea and some situation we can die. But if we're lucky, we will like the ocean will take us to the ground onto the land near there if we're lucky. Or some ship go past there and they see us like they will pick me up, pick them up if that's
Mm-hmm.
lucky.
Okay. Now let's try to read from here to the end.
When I woke up next morning, I tried to get up. I could not move. I was lying on my back and my whole body, my arms, my legs, were strongly fastened to the ground. The sun began to grow hot, and I was very uncomfortable. Soon I felt something alive moving along my leg and up my body to my face. And when I looked down, I saw a very small human being, only 15 centimeters tall. He had a bow and a row in his hands, and there were 40 more of these little men following him. They all jumped back, very frightened, and some hurt themselves by falling off my body. Meanwhile, I was struggling to unfasten myself, but just as I managed to pull my left arm free of the rope, I felt 100 arrows land on my free hand and more arrows on my face and body. This was very painful and made me cry aloud. I lay quietly to see what would happen next.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's see. And can you please tell me? Okay, we have here this word uncomfortable. When do you feel uncomfortable?
When I when I sick, I have fever, I have cold. Every
Mhm.
I feel very uncomfortable anytime.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and only sleep can make me feel better. Only
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's see. And what other when do you feel comfortable?
Um, uncomfortable. Comfortable. Comfortable. The weather outside is so hot, or it's not a good weather. Like it don't have wind. It's only sunny. Hot. Yeah, I feel very comfortable. But if it's cold, I feel more comfortable because I like cold weather.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Now let's read from to the end, from here to the end.
Um, an office climbed up there, speak to me, although I could not understand his language. I understood that they would be friendly towards me. if I did not try to harm them. By now, I was extremely hungry, so I used sign language to beg the officer for food. He seemed to understand.
Mhm. Okay, you seem to understand. And what do you think about this part? Which part here is interesting? Oh, sorry, for you. Which part here is really interesting for you? What is something that can be really interesting here for you?
Um, I think interesting. Like after he woke up, he like a lot of things happened to him, and he started like fell down again. Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe
Mhm.
that.
Okay. Now, and what is something that you would like to change in this text? Is there anything that you would like to change in this text?
Change,
Mhm.
change maybe like uh his journey, like he don't have any accident. His journey was perfect, like that.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's see, and now let's take a look here. Okay. Now, can you please read? Okay, read this part of the text.
Uh, I do not know what happened to my companions, but I suppose they were all strong. When they saw I was no longer struggling, they quickly built a platform next to my head. I became very tired and soon felt I couldn't swim anymore. Even my hair, which was long and thick, was tied to the ground. I was so surprised that I gave a great shout. The sky was like cloudless blue and the sea was very calm. They were surprised at how much I could eat and drink. The wind drove our ship onto a rock, which broke the ship in half.
Mhm. Okay. So which sentence here do you find for yourself that is good? Okay, what is something that you think is good?
Uh, good is the sentence F, like the sky was cloudless and blue and the sea was calm, very calm. Like it's like peaceful. No, nothing bad, nothing like not no trouble, no not anything. Like very peaceful. Like we want to stay like that whole life. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, now let's see. We have his strategy. Okay, now can you please read this text?
When you ask too much statement to recordings that you hear, there's always one extra sentence that you don't need. This sentence will partly match at least one of the recordings, but it will not be completely correct. Make sure you understand, but it is not the right answer.
Hmm. Okay. So, okay, now I want you to tell me about the best strategy so far that you heard. Did you ever heard about the best strategy that you, okay, what is the best strategy that you ever heard so far?
Strategies
Mm-hmm.
like of my no, yeah, of my teacher in last last week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And okay, and what happened? Can you describe the situation?
Like she she gave us an it's not like an advice, but she gave us like she teach us how to do a good exams, how to like learn like what we need to learn and how we learn for doing the exam good like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, and why is that so important? Why? What do you think? Why?
Like it's just like normal advice of any teacher before the exams coming.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, like teachers want student to have a good mark, good points to move to the other school. Yeah, good for her subject. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, let's take a look here. Okay. Now we have here to read the strategy and then, okay, tell me what you think. Okay. Can you please read this text?
Welcome to the show. And what a great show we have today. In a moment, I'd like to welcome our special guest, singer and songwriter Elisa Swen. She's going to talk to us about her latest album and also her European tour next month. After that, we go to the mid section who will tell us to top 5 films to watch right now. And they are amazing. I know I have seen them all. Later on in the program, we have Lucky Kai with some great fashion tips. But first, let's welcome Elisa to the show.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you please tell me, what do you think about this strategy? What is your opinion about this strategy that we learned here?
Um, like they have this
Mm-hmm.
strategy to attraction customer to the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
like um, they invite some people like this to come there to sing to do something special for their show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, something special. Okay, and what other special, for example, activities you would like to see there? Okay, so we have here some activities that they can do in summer. Okay, so what activities you can do in summer? What are some activities that you can do in summer?
Go to some concert of famous singer.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they will have, I don't, it's not always, but it's not every summer. But I think on summer there's some concert to like to have somewhere in some country or some part of some country.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
but then we can go there to watch they sing, they do something. Yeah, because summer everyone is not very busy and students not going to school. So of course a lot of customer will come like the if the singer is famous and the people like them.
mhm. Okay. Now let's see. And what are? Can you please tell me about your plans for the next summer? What are some of your plans for the next summers? That's something that you would like to do for the next summer. What activities would you like to do for the next summer?
Next summer I will stay here, stay in Malta,
Mm-hmm.
and, and tomorrow I will go to buy a racket to play badminton. And for summer, in weekend, I will go to play badminton because my friends is also stay here, so can play.
Mm-hmm.
Not go travel. I don't know, but if we go,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I plan to play badminton in the weekend.
On,
Uh,
on the
on
week
some on the
on the
weekend
week.
in summer.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Okay, and now let's see. Okay, so we have here this. Okay, now we have here we'll learn about somebody's life. Okay, now I want you to try to tell me okay about the most interesting person that you ever met so far. Did you ever met some interesting people so far on Malta, and can you describe these people? Okay, pick one of the persons that you met, and that person is interesting, and why this person is interesting. What did you do? Give me details as much as you can.
But
What
mm,
person did you met so far on Malta, and can you try to describe this person? Can you please tell me something that is interesting about this person?
like my my friends from my country, we have like no like know each other last years in the old school. Yeah, and at times like we don't stay in the same class, we stay near different class but close to each other.
Mhm.
And like in your school we have talking like we go to the same bus to we go to the same school bus like we talk like we're happy. And that like there's one more friends but now he's like learn in the other school because uh he's not live in my area.
Mhm.
And like the place he live is near my place, but like the school is depends on place. Like if we learn here, no, if we live here, we go to that school, and if we live there, we'll go to other school. Yeah,
Mhm.
and my friends now is live very very close to me, and he learned the same school with me,
Mm-hmm.
and like have one girl. She's new student. She's like my friend's friend,
Mm-hmm.
and like they know each other. No, not like last. No, this year's, but a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
and now they go to the same school with me, and like we have a lot of like fun moments, situation like some situation. Some days like we were very happy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very nice. Now we have here. Okay. Then you finish your task. Now we have here young explorers. Okay. Can you please read from here to here?
In December 2011, 16-year-old Amelia Hempelman Adams became the youngest person ever to reach the South Pole on skis. During the expedition, she was 79 on the ice with her father and 8 other explorers. Temperatures were freezing, and it was difficult to rest as we are 24 hours of daylight. As a result, Amelia only slept for 8 hours every night. But it was amazing adventure for Amelia. Her school friends were studying for A levels. She was studying her way into the history books. Amelia took lots of homework with her. However, she didn't do very good. The books were too heavy to transport, and they like to take them out. Also, she was too tired at the end of the day skiing for
Mhm.
about schoolwork, which isn't surprising. So why did she initiate an exhausting trip?
Okay, so what do you think? What is your opinion about her? Okay, so about Amelia. What is your opinion about her?
Um,
About this trip that she went, that she tried to go. Okay, so what is your opinion about this trip and about everything what comes with this trip?
like she have a like a passion of skiing,
Mm-hmm.
and she like try as much as possible to
Mm-hmm.
reach the South Pole on skis. Yeah,
Do you
and
cons
she training a lot. She wants me more better. Mm, like like she just have a very strong passion of on skiing on skis.
on skis? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, can you please read from this Amelia comes from? Okay, read this part.
Amelia comes from a family of explorers. Her father is the famous British adventurer David Hempelman Adams. David has made around 30 trips to the Arctic himself. An adventurous father, Emilio has two adventurous sisters, Camila, Camila and Alicia. Alicia, age 8, became the youngest person to stand at the North Pole. and Camilla, at age 50, became the youngest person to sky to the North Pole. Even their holidays were an adventure because they went to so many exciting places. When Amelia was 7, they traveled to America in caravan, and when she was 9, they went to Japan and climbed Mount Fuji.
Fuji, Fuji,
Fuji.
Fuji. Okay. Now, what do you think about these people who are adventurous? Okay, so we have here some people who are adventurous here. So, what is your opinion about these people who are adventurous, who are doing some this this type of adventures? So, what do you think about these people?
Mm, like they want to know more about this world. They want to see more country, more like each uh each special things of each country. The special things of each country. They want to know more about that, and like they don't just want to stay in one place in whole
Mm-hmm.
life.
Mm-hmm.
So they want
Staying.
to go there, go many places to see, to look, to know, to learn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they want to learn about new places. Okay, and which places are interesting for you to visit around the world? Are there any places that are interesting for you to visit around the world?
Around the world.
What are some
Like
places?
I just want to go to some certain places,
Mm-hmm.
not around the world, but like not all of country in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some country that I didn't go before, and I just want to try to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like and some country that people is travel a lot. Um, yeah, in that country, because I also like to go travel, but not a lot. Just some country to eat their food, to know their traditional, yeah, and to play there, to have new, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to just to play.
Okay, very nice. Now let's see. We have here, okay, this part, reading strategy. Now let's try to read this part of the text. Yeah, please read this part of the text.
You and a friend want to go to a music event together. Discuss which event to go to with your partner, such as asking someone in your family to drive you there.
So where, for example, where would you like to go? Imagine that you can go somewhere. Okay, so where would you like to go? Which on which music event, for example, you would like to go?
Like I want to, mm, like if that event have my my favorite singers, or that person is have a lot of like is have a song that I like. I will go to their show. I will go to the show. Have have them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why do you want to go on this specific show? Why? What is the reason?
Because if I like their song, I will go there to listen to the song.
Mhm.
like not by internet, like listen to their own song by they sing, like face to face. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's see. We have here reading strategy. Now, can you please read this part? Can you please read this part for us?
You and your friends went hiking in the mountains and you nearly had an accident. Write an email to a French in which friend in which you describe the place, describe how you avoid an accident, give your personal opinion of the experience, invite your friend to go with you next time.
Mhm. Okay. So how would you invite your friends to go with you? So what is something that you would like to say to your friends to go with you?
Uh, so I like mostly I like go with them to a beach or a swimming pool. Yeah, because I like swimming and look for some beautiful landscape,
Mm-hmm.
and the ocean is the most beautiful for me. And if I can go with my friends, it's more like happy because staying with my friends, we laugh and we laugh a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the place that you would like to go. Okay, now let's see, and we have here, okay, beautiful scenery. Now let's try to read this part. Okay, so we have here some beautiful scenery. What are some beautiful sceneries that you would like to visit? Are there any beautiful scenery that you would like to visit so far?
Maybe some scenery in some city or some country, like in France, in England, in America maybe, because
Mm-hmm.
those are also beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's take a look. We have here about complete a Jack to describe the weather in the pictures. Okay, now I want to ask you, can you please tell me what can you see here in the picture number one? What can you see it?
They like they are both like there are two people are rowing on a
Mm-hmm,
small boat
mm-hmm,
on the river past past
okay.
the mountain, the tree, the land. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
they
okay.
just rowing on the river.
Rowing on the river. Okay, and would you like to go to the river or would you like to row on the river? Would you like to do something like this? For example, if you want to go on the river, would you like to go down the river? Would you like to do that?
Like yeah, but I only want to go to like I just like to rowing in some in the river that is only for rowing. It's not like some natural river because maybe it's dangerous. Some accidents will come to me, something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, picture number two. What can you see here in the picture number two?
There's two boys are built a snowman on the winter in
Mm-hmm.
the winter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what are some activities that you like to do in the winter?
Mm, because in the winter in my country there's no no snow. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's only cold, have a lot of wind, no sunny, like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can move to some country and I stay there till winter, I can play with natural snow because I never play with snow because in my country there's no have no snow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, picture number 3. What can you see in the picture number 3?
Movement or fell down.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay, and
the
because
water.
because
Because of the water.
weather, water, yes. Okay,
Water.
okay, okay, woman is falling down because of the water. Okay, and did you ever saw something like this, that woman fall down because of the water? Did you ever saw something like this? That someone is sleeping like this. Did you ever saw that?
No, because like they there's not like this woman. They if they like I there's not always seeing the ground, but they will like they will move to they will move if it have something on the ground.
Mhm. Okay, number 4. What can you see here in the picture number 4?
Uh, a thunder in storm weather in the storm.
Okay, and what type of the weather scares you? Okay, is there any type of the weather that can scare you?
Mm, I think is maybe some big storm, some big some big storm, and some big storm with rain, with strong wind, and a lot of thunder.
Mm.
Yeah, that's weathers. This make a lot of people scared.
Mhm. This is the weather that can scare other people. Okay, and now let's take a look. Okay, so we are hearing here about picture number 5. What can you see here in the picture number 5?
A man or stay on the beach
Mm-hmm.
and with a very good weather.
Mm-hmm. And what he's doing here in this type of the weather, what he can do in this type of the weather. When there is this type of the weather, what is something that he can do?
Like this, he is sitting by the beach, drinking water, look at the ocean. Yeah, because it's sunny, so this is very like very good weather to go to the beach like
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm. To go to the beach. Okay, very nice. And do you like to go to the beach on Malta? Okay, can you please tell me, what do you think about going to the beach on Malta?
Yes, I go a lot of times,
Mm-hmm.
but like in winters, I don't know why, but even in the summer, there's a bit cold. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
not very
Mm-hmm.
like it's sunny, but like when I go to the beach, it's not completely sunny. Like when I go to the water, it's a bit cold. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what activities you can do in summer when you're on Malta? What are some activities that you can do?
Um. Like we can go travel or just go to the beach or just go to play outside with our friends. Because we don't have anything to do. We don't need to do anything like study, working, anything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we just like this. Just saying some place we like sitting, drinking something,
Mm-hmm.
and just like yeah, feeling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that you can do freely. Okay, and the last picture, what can you see here in the last picture? Can you please tell me what is something that you can see in the last picture?
A big rain, yeah, big rains, and a lot of people are walking with an umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about these people who are doing something like this? So what is your opinion about these people who are doing these activities?
Because maybe they go to their place and suddenly it's rain, so they
Mm-hmm.
can just use an umbrella and then start to go back to home. They cannot stay there. They can get cold. They can get sick
Mm-hmm.
with a big rain like this.
Okay, now and what part of the weather right now is in Malta? Okay, what is the part of the weather right now in Malta?
It's sunny with a bit wind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what is something that you can do when it's sunny?
I can like go play badminton because if it have a strong wind, we cannot play. Yeah, it's very difficult to play. We cannot like play properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. And which of these pictures here do you find the most interesting for you?
Picture like the men are sitting by the beach. They're so like I also like to like I also like this case. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we can enjoy it after like go to school. We can enjoy the summer playing. Nothing worry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing to. Okay, and which picture is not so interesting for you?
This picture like picture with a thunder. It's a bad weather. No one like this. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, so this is something that can be really interesting, and I want to ask you. Okay, so we finished our class. Can you please tell me? Do you have any questions for me about today's class? Do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay. Did you enjoy today? Did you like our class today?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very nice. Now I have to go and see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye
Goodbye.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.